Hello, everyone. Yes, there has been a very common concern, rather a very common question as well, that how does one become spiritual? Or maybe the ask is that what probably you should do to become spiritual. Now, the point is, you do nothing, you just do your normal course of life, but there is a reflection on each and every thought, action, and deed that you do. Because spirituality is not a practice, it's not a ritual. This is something, and you don't have to be into a cave or a forest or in a quiet place. You could be as busiest place like Las Vegas, and you could be working there as a bartender, but still you can practice spirituality because you're reflecting inside. So even if I'm speaking to you through this camera and through this video, I am reflecting inside because the approach is inward. We do so many things in our daily life. We button our shirts, we unbutton our shirts. We are waiting for a elevator to come in. As common things as possible. What you're doing: brushing your teeth, taking bath, putting a tie knot. By doing all this, you are spiritual because you are reflecting inwards, and you're reflecting into that, not into the thought stream. You have risen over the thought stream. You are reflecting into the stillness, but awake stillness, not the stillness that when you sleep. And it's an alert stillness. And whenever you are answering meeting calls, doing your normal work, meeting people, driving your car down the line, whatever you're doing, you're coming across people's behavior. You're not evaluating or judging people. You're just doing the things as they are presented. So you just need to have an action to be taken. And these are all elements of practicing spiritual life. And that's exactly a spiritual life. So don't get confused with what to eat, what to wear, what to do, what not to do. These things are nowhere related to spirituality. This can be a line of thought or probably a thinking of a particular cult of people. That's okay, we respect that. But if you're asking a question, how to be spiritual, it's something that whatever you're doing with conscious attempt of looking inwards and being grounded into that stillness. You're risen overthinking. That's the first sign of being, be this dimension, because this dimension is already there. You have to rediscover it. It's in everyone. The irony is, people look for the biggest mysteries of this universe in the outer space, or they look into the biggest mystery of the universe in the most innermost things like atom or subatom. And there are a lot of books written, big books, good books written on all these things. But the biggest mystery is you yourself, through which the universe is experiencing it for a while. So the universe is experiencing itself as a human experience at that point of time. So we are spiritual beings having human experience for a while. So you don't have to do something to become spiritual. It's your natural state. It may not be normal state because the mind gets conditioned, but it's the most natural state. Whatever we do, we just do it consciously with grounded in stillness. It's like this: you have a house and you have windows. You shut the windows, the sunshine doesn't come in. It's not the windows are stronger than sunshine, but then windows are shut. And the moment the windows are open, that sunshine reflects into your own self. So in our case, this window is of conditioned mind. So once these, and everybody's got a trickle of spirituality, even no matter how close their windows are, otherwise they wouldn't have been alive. But then the point is, if you really want to get closer or probably rediscover this dimension in yourself, it's simple. The moment you step out of the thought stream and the addiction of thinking, you become spiritual. And a conventional term could be you are meditating all the time. So meditation is also not a posture only, or a particular time that you're doing it, or there's an objective to do it. The moment you are overthinking, you are meditating. So whatever we do in our daily course of actions, wherever we handle people, whatever people behave with us, When we just take it the way it is, we need to take an action, we need to respond, but we don't have to evaluate or judge opinions. We need to be keen observers, but not judgmental. These are all traits of the spiritual dimension being active. So what you have to do, you have to do nothing. You have to do a daily course of life the way it is, no matter what part of world it is, no matter what job you do. It could start from a prostitute to a surgeon, it doesn't matter. But you're grounded in stillness. And in this stillness, the life unfolds and you become a keen observer. You're highly engaged, but not entangled at the same time. So daily course, normal course of works. I may be dusting this bookshop and this book rack next to me. All normal activities, putting the geyser knob on, waiting at the red light to become green. And all these times when you are looking towards illness and grounded in stillness, and whenever there is a crisis situations, because the fact in your normal life you are grounded in stillness, and even when a crisis spurts up, it will be easier for you to handle it because your essence has become spiritual, because you're living your life 24/7 in that dimension. So nothing special you have to do. You may do your religious practices, or you may read scriptures or whatever it is, that's highly respected, it's your call. But then spirituality is a different dimension altogether. What you do, what you eat, where you go, where you go, your relationships, you're married or you're not married, or whatever it is, divorced, or I really don't know, whatever the states of affairs are of your life. Spirituality is everywhere. It all depends, are you grounded in the dimension or not? Because universe is the reflection of you. It is not your judge. That's the biggest misconception. Whatever states of affair you have right now in your life is your reflection. It's like a canyon. If you've been to Grand Canyon or to any canyon that matter, whenever you shout, the shout comes back to you with an echo. Similarly, universe is a canyon. Whatever you have inside will reflect it back to you in your life situations. So if you really want things to become as the way you want it, so you just clear up the reflection. If you want something, and if you do not, and if you think you already have it, it's complete in you, so it's add on to you. It will materialize in a course of time. So that's all spirituality is. You don't have to do something. You just have to see inside, reflect inside, and just be the way it is. It's your normal state. So many people say I've achieved nirvana, or so many different terms. There's nothing to achieve. You already have it. You have to rediscover it. So lastly, it's a normal state. It's supposed to be a normal state, but then it's not normal because the conditioning has happened, and for you to go back to that normalcy, you need to deep dive in. You may not read a single text, you may not see a single, all things that you see are sensitivity elements. Even this video that I'm making is a sensitivity element. This won't make you spiritual, but the only thing is giving you a sensitivity. But then the point is, the day you have this dimension rediscovered into yourself, this is the natural state. It's the face before you were born. You're just rediscovering it that. And then you can lead all your life, all your activities, whatever is there, into your karmic episodes through these dimensions of spirituality, which is already existing. And nobody's got a copyright on it. It's just there. So nothing you need to do. You just have to rediscover it within your own self and ground it in the stillness, alertness. And once you do that, you understand you are the conscious element. You are the consciousness experiencing this world for a while in human experience. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care.